Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to our latest webcast that we're bringing you from Travel Weekly as part of our Roadmap to Recovery series. And I'm so delighted today because we have a really good news, uplifting story for you. I'm joined by Paul Ludlow, the president of P&O Cruises, and Dame Irene Hays, who is the chair of Hays Travel. So morning to you both. And I'm alluding to this fabulous news that P&O has just announced that Dame Irene will be the godmother of Iona. So we'll come to you first, Paul. Tell us how you came to that decision.
Well, first of all, I echo your words. Isn't it great to be talking about something so positive? And our naming ceremony of Iona on the 16th of May is so significant because it's the day before the restart of the international holiday market and the cruise sector restarting. So for us, this is quite a momentous occasion that we really wanted to celebrate. And really, when we thought about what had happened over the last 12 months, we couldn't think of anyone that had been a bigger advocate for our sector or a bigger advocate for the holiday industry at large than Dame Irene. And I was just so honoured when she accepted my invitation to be the godmother of Iona.
Oh, I'm sure you were. So Irene, tell us what it was like to receive that call.
Oh, well, it was incredibly emotional. I think Paul, well, I think he sort of just had himself on the phone for a good 30 seconds before he recovered. It was a real pleasure. And I would use the word that Paul's just used. I feel really honoured to be allowed to do this. Obviously, I've watched ceremonies like this over the years. And this one will be very different, but I have had a bit of a preview and it looks very exciting and very innovative, and I'm really looking forward to it.
But it's going to be, of course, you know, you say you've been to lots of naming ceremonies. I have too, and this will be different. Paul, you've called it a landmark naming ceremony, and of course, a lot of it's got to be virtual. So tell us, you know, explain how it's going to work.
Well, yeah, Iona celebrates so many firsts. She's a little later than we'd originally planned, but then we've all had quite the year. But Iona celebrates so many things that are great about our industry. So she's going to be the first LNG ship. She's the first XL class ship for P&O Cruises, and that brings so many opportunities for our guests to have a wonderful holiday. And so despite the backdrop of the world that we're living at the moment, it was still an opportunity for us to celebrate her arrival and the first time into UK waters. And we thought, well, let's do this a little differently. Let's give everybody the opportunity to partake in this ceremony from home. We'll host a virtual ceremony, which will be quite the event. We have Gary Barlow performing. We of course have Dame Irene naming the ship, and it will be a really magical occasion for people to tune in from home and be part of this celebration, which is about P&O Cruises and is about Iona, but it also signifies something so much greater for us as an industry as we celebrate what happens the following day. So I think there's a moment for us all just to come together, put the year behind us, and look forward to a much brighter future.
Yeah. So Irene, you'll be there obviously in person. So I guess smashing the champagne, of course. But what are you most looking forward to? I mean, other than meeting Gary Barlow, of course, we're all desperately jealous about that. But what are you most nervous about?
I'm actually I'm not nervous about the event. I'm excited, and because this will be the first travel event I'll have attended in more than a year now, and you know how we love an event in the travel industry. It'll just have a feeling of getting back to normal, to go to an event and to be celebrating with one of our key partners this fantastic new ship that's coming in. And we all do that, you know, all of the time in the travel industry. And I think there's been a real dearth of the opportunity to get together, to share stories, to share war stories from the past year. And whilst it'll be an incredibly small number, and obviously P&O have been very careful about all the social distancing and health and safety considerations, it does feel like a step towards normality. And it does feel a bit like a light at the end of the tunnel. And I do think, as Paul said, that the timing is actually quite apposite. So it's really a really good time, and I can't wait to actually go to Southampton. I can't fly there which is what I would normally do, because the flights won't have started, but I can fly back because they will.
Oh, yes, of course. Okay, and have you got your naming ceremony dress already? Or because, of course, we haven't really been able to go shopping properly.
Yeah, well, yes, I have, and I've bought it especially, and it's in John's favourite colour.
Oh, that's so nice. I was going to ask. I mean, I know John would be so proud. I mean, obviously, you got your, you know, made a dame at New Year, and then this is another fabulous honour, and he would have been really proud, wouldn't he?
Well, it would, and I always say this, and I know you say this, Lucy, but it's an honour for more than me. It's an honour for Hays Travel. It's an honour for John, and in the case of P&O, it's an honour for all of the staff who, for more than 4 decades, have supported, who I've said before is one of our key partners, and they've done that. And when they hear this morning, they're just going to be so excited, because internally, particularly in the marketing briefings, everybody seems to be very excited about Iona. It seems to be at another level. So it's as much, clearly it's for John, but clearly it's for the whole team at Hays Travel. And I'm very, very proud and looking forward to it enormously.
And are you going to tell us what colour is John's favourite colour, or we've got to wait till the 16th?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, we'll wait to find that out. Paul, Irene says how important it will be for all of Hays Travel staff when they find out, but all agents. And are we going to, you know, agents going to be able to, you know, tune in and watch it? Do you want them to sort of really get involved in this ceremony, even though they're watching from home?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, travel agents are so important, and have always been so important to P&O Cruises. And over the last 12 months, it's been really difficult. You know, we've all faced and gone through many challenges together, and I don't think we could have done it without each other's support, them to us and us to travel agents. And again, it's just another reason for why Irene accepting our invitation was just felt so perfect. It really just felt so perfect to kind of celebrate coming through the back of this. In terms of travel agents as well, being able to be part of this, of course, the Hays network, I'm sure, are going to be glued to their screens. But we've got opportunity for thousands of travel agents to log on to the live stream to watch the event. We've, of course, have our Iona insiders, who will be part of a virtual audience to the side of the stage on the evening, a little Saturday night takeaway-esque style of audience participation, which will be very cool. And then, of course, it will be seen by millions of people through social media channels and national news outlets as well over the course of the 24 hours that follow the ceremony. So, again, we encourage everybody to tune in, Hays, non-Hays, everybody's welcome, and just be part of something that I think signifies something very significant for this industry.
Oh, I can feel everyone getting dressed up and having a glass of champagne. I certainly will be watching. That would be amazing. And Paul, just tell us, what does Iona do then between the 16th, the naming on the 16th, because she doesn't start sailing these seacations till the start of August. So where will she be? What will she be doing?
Right, so absolutely. She sails in August. She joins Britannia and doing our staycation voyages around the UK. This is the first time that Iona would have been in the UK. And as I said, she's a little late. And there was a lot of work that we were yet to complete after she does arrive in Southampton. So that will give us an opportunity to ensure that the ship is ready to receive guests. And of course, we've got many crew members to repatriate back to the vessel as well and ensure they are ready to welcome guests when she comes back in. So we're going to use this opportunity of her being in Southampton to make sure she's ready to go when guests join in August.
Okay. And just finally, Irene, because I've seen you on lots of TV programs, news channels talking about, you know, seacations. I know you've got very excited at Hays Travel, really supporting this sort of, you know, round UK sailings just to help the industry get started again. So has that continued to go really well for you?
Yes, it has. And clearly there have been some different itineraries coming online which appeal to different groups. So we are continuing to push it, and are really, really very grateful to the cruise sector as a whole. I think the cruise sector's response to this and creating, I think, quite a challenging for them opportunity to bring staycations to the UK is wonderful. And I have tried to say, I mean, I'm sure well, I know it's not without a significant amount of cost and effort. But I really do believe that it is an opportunity for our markets, particularly if they've never cruised before, to have a little taster. And that's the way that we're promoting it. And we've been very successful in promoting it. So we have built it into our mainstream marketing all the way through the summer, Lucy, because we think, all of our partners in the cruise industry have committed to doing something really quickly. And, one of the themes of I think, lockdown has been that the businesses that have been flexible and adapted are the ones that will come through this stronger. But I really do think it's a great opportunity for those customers who haven't cruised yet to just go and have a taster. So we're doing lots of things in Hays Travel to keep that going.
Brilliant. All right. Well, look, we wish you continued success with the sales of those. And we wish you so much luck for the 16th. We'll be glued to our screens. Paul, a brilliant choice. And we just wish you all very well with it all. As I say, we'll all be watching. So thank you very much to Paul Ludlow from P&O and to Dame Irene Hays from Hays Travel.